What's my favorite memories of Bo? Well, I don't think honestly, I don't think there was any like huge highlights. It was just like, it was just always positive vibes, to be honest. That's what was good about Bo. Like that's the thing. I don't think there was many down times with Bo, which is why there wasn't as many, you know, like the up times were, it just seemed like everything was an up time, if that makes sense. Like there was never a negative effect from Bo because he was just that sort of guy. So it's hard to say like what the better times were, because it was a lot of ups, not really many downs, if any. Well, except for, you know, like no matter what happened, even if I was on cop or not, like I do not ever remember him not laughing and having a good time. I literally don't remember a fucking time ever. And he did it all too, like, you know, bank robberies, you know, chases, whatever was going on. I'm pretty sure majority of the banks I robbed on Jesus was with Bo or Hot Dog. Well, with Bo and Hot Dog. I think we needed Bo would usually have the cards. Oh no, he knew how to do it and I was too lazy to remember it, or some shit like that is what it was. So we'd only ever really do it when he was around. Yeah, it's crazy to think like, you know, just, I mean, you know, GTA and RP might have exploded without him. You know, it's the same as saying, I still have the opinion that if I wasn't coding and shit, there's probably another server that would have exploded or whatever. But, you know, the way the domino effect works of him like just asking someone to join, and that cascading into 2.0, you know, getting a name on the map, which transitioned into 3.0, and you know, the video just being like, yo, we're back, and you know, 250 slots. It was it was literally a recipe for an explosion, which was crazy, dude. Family RP exploded and died because listen, I know everybody wanted me to ban xQc at the start because, you know, the role play is not the same as it was, right? They wanted me to ban xQc. Even in 2.0, people wanted me to ban CG and shit. I'm just not dumb enough to do it, because if you ban the streamers, which 90% of the server are here for, you kill your server. And that's what happened on TFRP. It's literally just what happened. They got rid of Eli, and that was like pretty much a lot of the content was built off Eli, in my opinion, to begin with. Like there was so much hype just before he even streamed. He was like, you know, huge basically. And yeah, like banning him or removing him from admin or whatever, like whatever made the shit hit the fan was just a dumb decision. Because I don't think people understood like you know, all these guys are talking about being content creators and streamers and all this sort of shit, but the reality was they were all, not all, I shouldn't say they weren't all, but there was a lot of leeching going on. And the only reason everybody was there because they were streaming. And I've said it all along, and it's the same reason people here. I'm not fucking dumb. You know, next week a killer server or game comes out, people will play it. That's how it works, you know. Whatever the content is, people go to. They're not loyal to the server. So banning streamers based on some other guy's opinion about not giving, you know, so someone else's opinion who doesn't give a fuck about you either. It's like, what's the point? What's the value in that? They're just gonna leave anyway. Might as well, you know, keep it going as long as possible and just ride the wave. You know, it's chat. It has been 7.5 months. Okay, no matter how shit. No matter how shit people say NoPixel's got MMO like it's got, we have to adapt like this as a server to progress without it getting boring. Because if it's always slow RP, it's boring. If it's always action RP, it's boring. And if you don't transition between the few, you're not going to last for 7.5 months on top of Twitch. It's just how it is. You need to be constantly changing and adapting. While sometimes it's like, look at me this morning, it was fucking painful, right? But I don't know what else I'd play. Like if somebody said go play this game, you'll have the same viewers, I don't know what the fuck I'd play, dude. Like there's nothing else to fucking play. Like this is still better than everything. People have been saying NoPixel's gonna die since fucking Armor Days. Don't worry about it, dude. The thing is, like, I don't think people understand that I never gave a fuck if NoPixel died to streaming. I enjoyed doing what I was doing and making servers to enjoy it for myself and the people around me. But, you know, obviously it's turned into content creation. And now there's more to it than just me. So, you know, every single person or admin, you know, streamer, you know, fucking people that have been here since Armor Days making a living now. It's like whatever I do can essentially change people's lives, right? And not only in a good way, but in a bad way. So, you know, I could have banned X, I could have banned CG, but like, you know, how many viewers would we have had? You know, if it was the same with Summit when he came over, everyone was like, oh, you know, Summit's RP's like fucking blah, blah, blah. But, you know, the server would have been fucking dead. It literally would have been SOE 2.0. And I'm not that fucking dumb, dude. Like, don't get me wrong, there's definitely some people that you need to boot out, but xQc is content, dude. Summit's content, you know what I mean? CG and shit are content. But yeah, you know, the streamers that I feel like are leechy, we can sure get rid of, and we have got rid of a few. But yeah, I don't know, man. You wish Austin would come back to NoPixel. I think he played here for a little bit, actually. He just doesn't stream as much, so private race. Ooh, bro, I think I don't want to fucking even look at racing. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that race this morning with S classes and A classes, like, after all the fucking meetings and shit people have had about racing and like trying to be cool and have all these fair races and shit, they set up an open class race with S classes in it with massive straights purely for S classes just to shit on the A classes. Unbelievable. It gave me flashbacks from like 4 or 5 months ago. It was the worst feeling, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I thought about Crims getting 5-mans. Not really. I still think 4's a good number, but I mean, the server is like in a more action state, so limiting cop numbers on jobs would probably be better. Not only chases, but like 13As or whatever. Instead of it being like fucking, you know, 20 something cops can go, just limit to a certain number or whatever. If Eli wanted to join NoPixel, would you let him in? Bro, listen, Eli would not play in the server for very long, my boys. You don't understand. I mean, if you wanted to play, I wouldn't give a shit. Why would I say no? But I just don't, I think you guys misunderstand like the difference of roleplay of what those days were versus what this is. Roleplay's light. I mean, it is a content-y. There's roleplay here, don't get me wrong, like there's actually good roleplay and shit, but it's content driven shit. Like I'm you know, I'm not fucking naive. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm fucking mind blown by how it is. Like I'm still really annoyed that like a lot of the tuner guys and the bigger races have been saying how like shitty racing is and how people do shit, and then there's people with tuner cars already farming fucking A classes in open races and shit. It's like what people have complained about they're doing and allowing, like straight up just doing it. It's so annoying. Like I don't understand how people don't have any sort of like I join races. I want to win, don't get me wrong.
Get out of here before this goes dumb.
I race. I want to win. Don't get me wrong, but I don't win. I don't want to win with an S class over an A class. I don't want to win with an A class over a B class. I don't want to, you know, do. I don't want to fucking.
No, that guy. You're not even involved. Why is this guy robbing me?
You're not even. I don't want to bubble people and shit. You know what I mean? Like I try to have etiquette, but I feel like nobody does this shit. Like nobody does this shit. Like so I feel like Summit, well actually no, there's been another guy that pulled over. Summit was one of the only ones that would do this shit. Like if you were up his ass, he'd like probably let you pass, or if he crashed, he'd let you pass, or crashed into you, he'd let you go, right? Nobody does that shit. Literally nobody. But everybody will talk shit you know, act like they're doing all the fucking right shit, but the reality is everybody's fucking doing dumb shit. Like everybody did. Even I was doing it, but I'm trying to like fucking, you know, shaping shit up. But oh, sorry, mate. Even if like you know, even if I don't think there's RP there, I still feel like the etiquette should be there no matter what.